Hello my lovely students. Welcome to our third video of our past 1. Chapter 7. New questions and ideas. Let us begin the video. बच्चों, जैसा कि हमने लास्ट 2 वीडियो में बात किया जैनिज्म और बुद्धिज्म की, इस वीडियो में हम इन्हीं रिलीजन्स के बारे में और जानने की कोशिश करेंगे. In both the religions, Jainism and Buddhism, it is told that only those who left their homes could gain true knowledge. Means सच्चा ज्ञान उसे ही मिलेगा जो घर का त्याग करेगा. They arranged for them to stay together in the sangha as association of those who left their homes. The rules made for the Buddhist sangha were written down in a book called Veda. This book tells us that there were separate branches for men and women who could join sangha. Although all men and women could join sanghas, but there were limitations also. For example, children had to take permission of their parents and slaves that of their masters. Those who worked for king had to take his permission and debtors that of creditors. Women had to take their husbands' permissions. Means अगर कोई बच्चा संघ को ज्वाइन करना चाहता था तो उसे अपने पेरेंट्स से परमिशन लेना पड़ता था, और अगर कोई स्लेव संघ को ज्वाइन करता था तो उसे अपने मालिक से परमिशन लेना होता था. इसी प्रकार एक डेब्टर यानी कि कर्ज लेने वाले व्यक्ति को कर्ज देने वाले से परमिशन लेना पड़ता था, और अगर कोई विमेन संघ को ज्वाइन करना चाहती थी तो उसे अपने हस्बैंड से परमिशन लेना पड़ता था. Men and women who joined the sangha led simple life. They meditated most of the times and went to cities and villages to beg for food during fixed hours. That is why they were known as victories and victories. They taught others and also held meetings to settle quarrels that took place within the sangha. Almost every section of society, including Brahmins, Kshatriyas, merchants, laborers, barbers, courtesans, and slaves, could join the sangha. Many of these victuks and victunis wrote down the teaching of Buddha and composed beautiful poems on the life in the sangha. Both Jains and Buddhist monks went from place to place throughout the year teaching people. They only stayed in temporary shelters during monsoon. When it was difficult to travel, then their supporters built temporary shelters for them in gardens. As the time passed, they felt the need for more permanent shelters, and so monasteries were built. These were known as bihars. So students, most often the land on which the bihar was built was donated by a rich merchant or a landowner or the king. Many local people also came to bhikshus with gifts of food, clothing, and medicines for the monks and nuns. In return, they taught the people. Over the centuries, Buddhism spread in many parts of subcontinent and beyond the continent. How did Buddhism spread to other countries? You will study about this in chapter 10. So my dear students, let's revise the content. Sanghas are association of Buddhist or Jain monks who left their homes. The rules made for Buddhist sangha were written down in a book called Vinay Pitak. All men could join sangha. However, children had to take permission of their parents and slaves that of their masters. Those who worked for king had to take his permission and debtors that of creditors. Women had to take their husbands' permissions. Men and women who joined the sangha lead simple lives. They meditated most of the times and went to cities and villages to beg for food during fixed hours. Both Jains and Buddhist monks went from place to place throughout the year, teaching people. They only stayed in temporary shelters during monsoon. These shelters are called monasteries or vihars. Now let us see what you have understood. Question 1. The Vinaya Pitak is a sacred text of dash. Option A, the Buddhist. Option B, the Jains. Option C, the Hindus. And option D, the Sikhs. Your correct answer is option A, the Buddhist. Question 2. Who is famous Tirthankara of Jains? Option A, Lord Krishna. Option B, Lord Shiva. Option C, Lord Mahavira. And option D, Lord Mahesh. Your correct answer is option C, Lord Mahavira. Question 3. What did bhikshus or bhikshunis mean? Option A, beggar. Option B, achiever. Option C, gainer. And option D, loser. Your correct answer is option A, beggar. Question 4. Where did nuns and monks live? Option A, in bihars. Option B, in houses. Option C, in huts. Option D, none of these. Your correct answer is option A, in vihars. Students, you can see your homework questions on the slide. Do it correctly. Thank you. See you soon in next lecture.